So I'm going to go through these a little bit. I'm not going to show you the whole. I'm not going to plan all these on video because it's going to be a lot to do. So I'm going to try to find a couple really nice cuttings that I can get started here. And I'm looking for where the new growth is coming out in the leaf sections here. Kind of looking for the new growth where it came out. I think we can get it to root right there. So what I want to do is I am going to trim that off right there. Okay, I'm going to pull these bottom leaves off, and then we're going to take our rooting hormone here, dip it in real good. You know, this is going to get them off to a start for rooting. Okay, you see that? And then we're just going to stick them in the soil. Okay, I just wanted to give you a little close-up of what I'm doing, you know, on my cuttings. I pulled these leaves off because when you pull them leaves off, this is where the roots are going to start forming. Okay, so you want to pull them off, and this is the area here is where I'm going to put the rooting hormone on and then stick them in the dirt. So I just kind of wanted to give you a close-up of that. Another thing I'm going to try, see if this roots, is some of these just have very little leaves or a section. This is a really tiny section. I'm just going to cut one of the leaves off on the one side. I'm going to see if that roots. So there ain't much to it, but let's see how that works out. I got a nice big long twig here, and I'm going to cut these in sections of a few, just to see how this all works out. I'm doing a couple different methods here, or techniques. This is going to be a lot of fun. But I'm getting quite a few off of this one here. And again, I'm pulling these bottom leaves off. I'm leaving some of them. I'm going to try to leave a couple exposed here for the roots to happen. I noticing there's that milky sap. I'm going to let these bleed out a little bit before I try to root them. And let's see how that works out. I'm getting a nice little pile here. This one here, tiny section. Here I'm just going to try to, we'll see if that little section right there roots. I'll keep you updated on this as I go. So I do want to leave some of the leaves on there, but this has just got one little node here to root. A little less stress maybe. This one, you know, and always cut that little section off in the section between the two leaves. Just cut that back. Okay. Not much to it. We'll see how that goes. You know, a lot of this is trial and error, learning as you go, learning as you do, and that's the best way to learn, really. Some of these are really tiny, but I'm definitely going to still try to root them in. Alright, I think I got most of it. Most of the ones, oh here's another one, most of them done here. Pull these bottom leaves off, got these nodes exposed, let that bleed out, and we'll root them. I'm going to show you how I root them in, and we'll do a few more. And then, you know, I'm going to let you know my progress on these, see how it works out. So, alright, let's complete this flat here. You can see all the little sections I got. I have my rooting hormone. I'm going to grab another tray just to set these cuttings off to the side, what I can kind of see what I got done. Okay, let's see that. Okay, all right, we have one in there already. I'm going to do some of the bigger ones first. We'll dip these in. I'll just show you a little process here as I go. I'm not going to go through the whole flat, because what might be better to do too is to poke a hole in your soil and set that down. That way that rooting hormone stays on the plant, and just pack it down very lightly. I want to talk about the Dipladenia a little bit. It's in the Mandevilla family, so these guys are a tropical plant, and they like sun and heat, or partial shade also, but they do really well in them conditions. They got to have it warm. A warm area. I'll tell you, I'm going to try something here. I'm going to mist these plants with my little mister. I if they're a little wet, just a little wet here on the ends where I dip them in, that might coat a little better. Yeah, it coated a lot better. So poke a hole, stick them down in, and then just you know, pat it down a little bit around them. Okay, I have them all planted now. Got them all in here. It turns out I had quite a few. Just want to show that to you. And what I'll do now is I'll just mist it in, water them. Not overly wet, but enough to just get them started. Okay, once I get them watered in well, what I'm going to do now then is put the plastic dome lid over it. Just like so. This will keep the humidity in, but not overly wet. I didn't overly wet them. I don't want things to rot. So this will keep it in and have a really nice growing environment to get the roots started. From here, I will put them on the heating mat, which is set on 70, 72, somewhere in there. And just kind of watch these every day, kind of make sure they're staying moist. The moisture will stay in here quite well with this lid on it. But just kind of watch them. It says it takes 4 weeks for roots to form, but I'm hoping it's a little sooner with the heating mat, and we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to tell you another thing is I like to give my cuttings, my propagation cuttings, some light. So I do have a shop light over these, and they're sitting on the heating mat, and I just kind of wanted to share that with you also. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Visit my gardening blog at picketfencegreenhouse.info when you get a chance, and we'll see you on the next video. Okay, today's February 18th, and it's been about a month since I've had the Dipladenia under. I actually moved these into a sand mixture. One's a sand mixture, and one is a soil and sand. I already picked some out that got too wet. I am venting these lids, but this is absolutely a little trickier plant to grow. I don't know what the trick is, so if you have any suggestions, please post them, because I really would like to try to get some to work, but just thought I'd update you on that. It's been almost a month, and they're still looking. A lot of them get yellow leaves, which I think is probably pretty normal, but I'm not sure. So, all right, there you go.